Have you ever felt like you're stuck in quicksand? Like no matter how hard you try, you just can't move forward? Maybe you're sitting at a job that's draining the life out of you, or perhaps your passion projects have fizzled out. Sound familiar? You're not alone. So many people get caught in the same cycle, feeling unmotivated, overwhelmed, or lost. And the longer you stay there, the harder it seems to get out. But here's the good news. You can break free. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to crush those mental blocks, build momentum, and start winning again, whether it's in your career, your relationships, or your personal goals. So, let's dive in. First off, let's talk about the stagnation cycle. It's like standing in front of the fridge for 10 minutes, knowing full well there's nothing new in there, yet you keep looking, hoping something magically appears. That's stagnation. You stay stuck in one place, hoping something changes, but it won't change until you do. What's really holding you back? Is it fear? Maybe you're worried about making the wrong move, so you make no move at all. Is it perfectionism? Do you feel like if you can't do something perfectly, it's not worth doing? Or are you overwhelmed by overthinking? Often, our biggest enemy is our own mind. Here's what you need to do first. Identify the root cause of your stagnation. Write it down. Journal your thoughts. Talk to a mentor or trusted friend who can help you get an outside perspective. The moment you put your finger on what's holding you back, it's like flipping a switch. You can start making conscious choices to change. Once you know what's holding you back, break your goals into small, manageable wins. Trying to leap to the finish line all at once can be overwhelming. Instead, think of it like climbing a mountain. You don't jump to the summit, you take one step at a time. Set daily or weekly micro goals, and focus on progress, not perfection. Celebrate each win, no matter how small. Now, momentum is your best friend. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. Start with small daily actions. Maybe it's spending 10 minutes every day working on a project, or making one phone call you've been avoiding. Those small actions create momentum, and once you have that, you're unstoppable. Establish a routine that supports your goals, get accountability through a buddy or an app, and most importantly, show up every day, even when you don't feel like it. Speaking of showing up, let's talk about mindset. Stagnation isn't just about external circumstances. It's an internal game too. You have to believe that you're capable of change. Embrace failure as feedback. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Learn from them. Surround yourself with growth-oriented people who inspire you and push you to be better. Mindset is everything. When you make that shift, you become the driver of your life, not just a passenger. Now let's tackle the big one, fear. Fear of failure is a huge reason people stay stuck. It keeps you in your comfort zone, whispering things like, "What if it doesn't work?" or "What if I fail?" But fear isn't the enemy. Inaction is. The key to overcoming fear is simple: act before you're ready. Take small, bold steps, even when you're scared. Visualize success. Picture what life looks like on the other side of fear. The more you act, the quieter that voice of fear becomes. Failure is not the end of the road, it's just a detour. Think of failure as data, it's feedback, not defeat. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" Everyone who has succeeded in anything has faced failure. The difference is, they didn't let it stop them. They learned, adapted, and kept going. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Now, let's talk about the company you keep. If you're constantly surrounded by people who are comfortable with mediocrity, it's going to be harder for you to break out of your rut. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, who inspire you, who are moving forward. Join communities, whether online or in person, that align with your goals. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, so choose wisely. And here's the big secret to getting unstuck: take action. It sounds simple, but it's the hardest part. The longer you wait, the harder it gets. There's no perfect time to start. Whether it's making that phone call, sending that email, or signing up for that class, take one small step today. It doesn't have to be big, but it has to be something. Take action now, and build on it every day. Patience and persistence are your keys to long-term success. There's a myth that success happens overnight, but the reality is that most success stories are built on years of hard work. So, be patient with yourself. Celebrate small wins, and understand that progress takes time. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And finally, take care of yourself. You can't achieve your goals if you're running on empty. Prioritize your mental and physical health. Get enough sleep, eat well, and move your body. If you're burned out and exhausted, it's much harder to build momentum and stay consistent. Don't forget that success is holistic. When your mind and body are aligned, you'll feel more energized and focused. Reassess and adjust your goals when needed. Sometimes you're not stuck because you're not working hard enough. You're stuck because your goals need to evolve. Life changes, and so should your objectives. Don't be afraid to pivot if something isn't working or if your passion has shifted. It's not about giving up, it's about growing and adapting. And above all, stay consistent. Consistency beats intensity every time. You don't need to take huge leaps every day. Sometimes just showing up is enough. Build a daily habit, even if it's small. Keep showing up, even on days when you don't feel like it. Over time, those small actions will snowball into big results. So, to recap, identify what's holding you back, break your goals into manageable steps, build momentum with daily actions, shift your mindset, overcome fear, reframe failure as learning, surround yourself with the right people, and most importantly, take action today. Be patient with the process, take care of your health, reassess when necessary, and stay consistent. You have the power to break free from stagnation and turn your life around. It won't happen overnight, but every small step you take will bring you closer to the success you deserve. If this video helped you, let me know in the comments. What's the first step you're going to take today? I'd love to hear about your journey to get unstuck. And don't forget to like this video if it resonated with you, subscribe for more powerful tips and motivation, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a chance to level up. Success is within your reach. It's time to get unstuck and start winning, one step at a time.